Welcome, welcome to another episode of Road to Recovery with your boy, Recovery Lord, with your grown ass man, Recovery Lord, where we talk about all things recovery. We keeping people on track so they can get their mind right and get themselves together. And um before we get into it today, I want to shout out my little sister Tavana Lewis, aka Vonnie. Um, man, it was so good to hear that you tapped in. I like that. And not only that you tapped in, that you found some value in it. And this is what I was talking about when I was saying I want to do my own groups and it's happening. It's happening. It's not, viral or anything like that, but it's so beneficial because because Charisma, because Zachary, because Dad, Michael Lewis, because my mom, Star Mason, my cousin, Cliff. It's so many people tapping into it and getting value out of it that it's inspiring me to keep going. So what do I want to talk about? And Uncle Jeffrey, shout out to you too, Uncle Jeff. I'll be seeing you too. I like to talk about why hope is so powerful in recovery today. Why hope is so powerful in recovery. So we use the word hope all the time. We hope someone has a good day. We hope something works out. We hope for the best. This little word plays a big role in our communication with each other. On a bigger scale, hope can be the difference between giving up and holding on. Hope can be the thing that keeps us going. Hope can be the feeling that helps us believe and work for a better life. I am a New York Knicks fan. Go New York, go New York, go. You see it. Oh, you see what time it is. Uptown, 7th, 40th. And what about the east side? El Barrio, blowing smoke while we E-ride. Washington Heights, Dimelo, Tato. I know it don't sound as slick as when they saying it. But, for a long time, you had to have hope being a Knicks fan. Because they was trash. And now, look at how, you see what happens? Eventually, some change is good. We ain't stay sorry forever. We back on track, baby. We back. Zach, I see you. I know you a Knicks fan like me. We back. Now everybody want the merch. Now it's cool being one. But see, I was one where I was going in there and going get that stuff by myself. You're right. Let's get back on topic. On topic. So, for those of us who have experienced addiction and are on the road of recovery, hope always plays an instrumental role in our commitment to our work, our healing, and our sobriety. But why is it so important? And how can we stay hopeful, especially if we have endured extraordinarily difficult experiences in our lives? So how can you maintain and hold on to hope despite dealing with so many extreme things and so many hard things? Well, here are a couple of pointers. The first is why hope is important. These are pointers on why hope is important. The first thing is hope encourages emotional ownership. See, we want to own our screw ups. You want to own your fuck up. What you don't want to do is to constantly find a fall guy or find somebody else that you could put your mess up on. It's so-and-so fault. It's my case manager fault. That's why my case is closed. It's this person's fault. It's my son's fault for not listening to directions. It's my daughter's fault for leaving the door unlocked, or finding all these other people to place blame on. So hope encourages emotional ownership. Life is dynamic, beautiful, and often full of multiple truths. During the stages of recovery, it can be hard to express the complex emotions we are experiencing, especially if these feelings seem contradictory or confusing. Speaking to our hope can help us express multiple emotions and acknowledge the full range of what we're feeling. It's empowering to own and share what is truly going on with us. Sometimes you will feel more than one emotion at the same time. It's not just TLC feeling crazy, sexy, cool. It happens. That's how powerful life is. You may feel more than one thing. So, have you ever heard of the term pairing? I know we heard of tearing, but have you ever heard the term pairing in when you're dealing with emotions? No? So practice pairing. What is pairing? If you feel sad, still feel hopeful together. If you feel disappointed, still be positive about how things are going on in your life. I'm angered or saddened about this event, but I'm still staying hopeful. Or this hurts so bad, but I'm still hopeful. I'm not giving up. Having hope or being hopeful does not mean that you're denying the harsh reality of the world, only that you're moving through the world with the lens of hope and not being stuck in it. Because being stuck is being stuck in a rut. Next, hope keeps you hopeful for the future. You got to see some type of hope for the future. Some people, everything is bad to them. Even when things is nice, they don't like it. Everything is wrong with the next generation. Everything is wrong with technology. Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Everything is wrong with everything. Like, they get mad when the damn wind don't blow right. But you want to have some hope. Why? Because holding out hope can remind yourself of what your goals and your dreams are, what you're working towards. If you're in recovery, you should be working towards getting better, getting your mind back. Haven't you been out of whack for so long? And you can recognize that you haven't been yourself? One of the best gifts and the biggest gifts that recovery gives you is giving you your damn mind back. What do you hope to accomplish? Reflect on what is truly working well in your life. Do those things give you hope for the future? Hope is healing in that it can hold space, encouragement, and optimism for the future. While we may be frustrated about how one part of our life is going, we can still hold out hope for a longer term goal. For example, we may be exhausted by the excruciating work of getting sober, but we are holding hope that once we're fully detoxed and find stability, we can have ourselves back. Not only can we have ourselves back, our family can have us back. Our children can have their parent back. Your brother can have his sister back. Your sister can have her brother back. Your mother can get her daughter back. Your mother can get her son back. And people make it seem like, that's corny and this and this. And, well, I'm going to tell you what addiction makes you do or think. That you only living for yourself. Screw everybody else. That could be no further from the truth. And sacrificing these turn-ups is worth it. Next thing hope can do. Hope can remind you of your resiliency and inspire self-leadership. We are no longer living in the world where people should be looking for a leader. There are no more Elijah Muhammad's out there. And look at all these new leaders for the conscious community. Umar Johnson, Brother Polite. It's a long list. Young Pharaoh. Oh, what's the dude they got on Hulu? With Carbon Nation. Nature Boy. See, that you looking for leaders, and leaders are coming up in an era and in a space where that is now outdated. That's an outdated thing now. So you should be looking for inspiration, to be inspired, self-leadership. Inspiration is becoming more and more valuable than experience. Think back on how much you have overcome in your life. Think about everything you have overcome to get to the point to even play this damn video today. And take a moment to be grateful and gracious. Because as much as we think we on our own, clearly we not. What kept you holding on during those times? What guided you during difficult days? Was it a hope that your strength, courage, and determination would get you through? Take time to reflect on the beacons of hope that's in your life right now. Who inspires you? Who gives you hope for the future? Who are your role models? What do you appreciate about how they hold hope? So hopefully what gives you hope for the future is you seeing yourself get better. That's something that all successful people in recovery have in common. They can see a reality and a future where they're getting better, where they're stronger, where they trust themselves more. If you can't even see yourself getting better, and all you see is yourself either staying the same or getting worse, then that's when you need to change people, places, and things. That's when you need to stop what you're doing. Take a step back and stop looking at the world through the eyes of an alcoholic. Stop looking at the world through the eyes of an addict. Because that's depressing. But this is the kicker. Your higher power gave you these eyes and this vision. Use them. If you allowing your addictions to look at the world around you, then it's making the decisions for you. And I'm going to tell you what those decisions are. Let me hurry up and get this shit out the way so I can go get high. Let me hurry up and wash the dishes. Let me hurry up and sweep this floor so I could go smoke a blunt. Let me hurry up and get this crap out the way. But the stuff we talking about that's crap, the older you get, you don't realize the value of moments until they are memories. And some of those people are no longer here anymore. Or you're not able to do certain things anymore. Now you realize that stuff that you was trying to skip so you could go drink, and that stuff that you was trying to skip so you could go do whatever it is that you're trying to do, is not that damn important. What else does hope do? Hope can encourage you to get real and grieve. Some people been fake so long, been finessing and lying for so long, that they are living a lie now. Now they are living a lie, which is sad. But before you tell a lie to somebody else, you know it. You know what it means. You gotta tell it to yourself. And some people tell themselves the same lies for so long, they start to believe that bullshit. So, our hope can hold us during times of deep grief and pain. An important part of recovery is working through your past with a mental health counselor, recovery support, or a healing community. Allow yourself to cry, feel, grieve, and purge and process. And then come back to you, to your hope, accepting, embracing, experiencing, and releasing emotions will encourage and empower us to come back to what's true for us, that we carry a foundation of hope. Grieving is a way to let go and rest into a healing of hope. Grief is going to come. I'm still grieving my sister, Kimberly Mason. When that first happened back in 2021, I didn't want to talk about feelings. I didn't want to be a counselor. I wanted to work and do stock stuff with headphones on so I could tune the world out. And I'd be lying if I said this stuff is easier said than done. It took a lot. I had to go to therapy. You know what I tried to do? I tried to smoke my feelings away. I tried to drink my feelings away. You know what I realized? That my sister couldn't stay in peace if I was doing that shit in her name. 1. 2. It's not an amount that you could smoke and drink that's going to bring them back. And when you hurt that bad, it don't even work. Drinking don't numb that pain. It's so much hurt. Drinking don't do nothing. Smoking don't do nothing. It's only making it worse. You got to have a community of healing. That's why people go to church. Everybody want to talk about what the hell the pastor doing and what kind of car he driving and how this is. They got the ATM machine in the church and they doing this and they doing that. If you going in there and you focused on that alone, that says more about you. Because not all people of faith are doing that. That does not represent every Christian on this planet. That they doing this. This is underhanded. That's underhanded. The same way all Muslims are not looking to tear stuff up. Now, I will say this. There are some people studying Islam. What is Islam? When you won't eat bacon, but you getting drunk every day. When you won't eat pork, but you popping pills and selling them and partaking in corrupt behavior, but you strict on not eating pork. If there isn't a law, subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you think you going to heaven because you're not eating pork, but you're doing all that other haram, the joke's on you. Because that sounds like somebody who get high every day would think that that's going to work out. Or you could be a Christian, you could do all this foolishness all damn week. And then you could go to church, cry, listen to 3 gospel songs, dance, do some Jubilee shit, ask for forgiveness, and everything is okay. It don't work like that. Faith is more complicated than that. And it really starts in actions. It's not just words. So you knowing every verse and all this scripture is irrelevant. because the proof is in the pudding. And once you have certain spiritual awakenings, you just not even comfortable doing certain things anymore. What else? Hope can hold you accountable. Your hope can orient you and keep you committed to your recovery. Your hope can keep you focused on the positive changes you are making. Your hope can keep you committed to moving forward in a happy and healthy way. Self-accountability is going to go a long way, not only in recovery in life. You know how many times I got to hear people trying to hold somebody else accountable for stuff they only do here and there? That's disrespectful. Your hope can keep you committed to self-care. Self-care is important now. It's getting hot outside. We know who not taking baths, whether they tell us or not. Your hope can rebuild your life. Your hope can help you prioritize yourself instead of waiting for somebody else to prioritize you. Your hope can help you during the recovery process. And going back to your hope can rebuild your life. Stop being comfortable in the rubble of your life and get back into the mode of rebuilding it, of making it. You only get one. You can listen to Tina Marie and hope it's reincarnation. I used to think that when I was young, but why the fuck would I want to be reincarnated so I could keep dying? Who the hell wants to keep dying over and over again? So as far as I know for right now, you only get one life. You better damn make the best of it and the most of it. Hope can be what you hold on to. Hope is an internal resource that you can always carry in your heart. And I was told by Charisma Amira, my little sister, that when you are connected to the source, you need less resources. Damn wise. And I added to it. When you are connected to the source, your resources make more sense. Because if you're not connected to the source, you could be connected to programs. You can be connected to food banks, have a spot that's going to give you furniture, have a spot that's going to pay your rent, have a spot that's going to do all this stuff for you in your life. And all that is not going to mean nothing if you're not connected to the source first. Are you feeling hopeful and ready to take more ownership of your life? Are you ready to heal, grieve, and let go? Are you ready to use your hope for yourself, to hold yourself accountable for your healing? You're responsible for your own healing. I know damn well you're not waiting for John Hopkins to cure you. Because like I said in some groups back, their job is to wait to tell you when you have emphysema. To wait to tell you when you have COPD. Because now you have a condition that they could bill you for and you have to keep coming back. Their job is not to tell you and give you a heads up so you don't need them. That's just the nature of what it is. That's why there is no cure for cancer. Because there's too much money in it existing. It is people in mansions right now and have trust fund babies and, they kids driving miraculous stuff and all that because this stuff is out here. So I also been asking these questions in my live group this week, and it's being the best me. On the high end, being the best me. On the low end, it's living my best life. And see, for some reason, they think living your best life is getting the most stamps and, having all that stuff in order. But Okay, you're right. You're right. Let's not even work on that. So, okay, the first question is, and these are questions, ask yourself. These are 10 questions. Being the best me. The first question is, what's a way that I create my own happiness? How is it that you create your own happiness? For me, I have positive distractions. Distractions that aren't jeopardizing my kidneys, aren't jeopardizing me getting a DUI and have my insurance go up. And so create ways you can create your own happiness. Be comfortable being by yourself. That's one thing. Too many people need somebody to be around them. They so, even when they about to go to sleep, the TV on. They got to hear people doing all this in the background. So get more comfortable being by yourself. Because when other people create your happiness, they know that. And they're going to goddamn it charge you for it. 2, ways that I increase my self-esteem. Ways that I increase my self-esteem is me having goals and sticking to them. When I do that, I trust myself more because I'm keeping my word to myself, which helps me keep my word to up there. You see it. So you see, it's levels. It's levels to this S. 3, how can I be more flexible and resilient in the face of a challenge? While I'm facing challenges, how can I be more flexible and resilient? Number 1 answer is by keeping an open mind and not being one of these my way or the highway people that's out here. Because being that way, you get stuck. You get stuck in a corner. And it's my way or the highway. So what happens when things don't go my way? Now it's the highway, but instead of me driving on the highway, I'm going to the bar. That's the highway. Or the highway is me going to the smoke shop. That's the highway. That's not going to solve nothing. 4, how can I manage stress instead of carrying it? Good question. Damn good question. How can I manage stress instead of carrying it? Because it doesn't matter how old you are, how many times you go to Smoothie King or Tropical Cafe and you doing all this alkaline water. If you allowing life and people in it to stress you out, you living on fast forward scan. So you better find a way to let that shit go. And stop holding on to screw ups. Stop holding on to when you messed an apartment up, when you messed a car up that you really like, when you messed a job up, how you used to play football and you stopped going to practice and then you got cut from the team and here it is, you looking like Al Bundy. You was playing at Polk High 10, 15 years ago, crying over a scholarship from the late 90s, early 2000s, when the Hot Boys was popping, when Cash Money was an Army, or better yet, a Navy. If you ever try to harm me, think gravy. I can't say the other things because this is a positive channel for the most part. Okay, so how can you manage your stress? This is still important. You better figure it out. If you don't know, we asking ChatGPT how to be in broken relationships. We asking ChatGPT how we can do dumb shit. You better ask ChatGPT ways to manage stress instead of carrying it. Number 5, ways to communicate more assertively. Open your mouth. Speak up for yourself. Advocate for yourself. Stop allowing people to walk over you because you screwed up 3 years ago. People love that. Yeah, because, you owe me $100 from 4 years ago. And you probably done did certain things and washed clothes and dishes and cleaned up and went to the market for them, and you done been worked that $100 off. You better stop letting people use that against you, or they gonna keep doing it. You know who really do this? Kids. When they know you missed time in their life. Don't be a black man and been locked up. Because you about to get all these iPhones. You about to buy all these clothes. You about to try to find a ridiculous amount of money to spend on one of these proms. And you know what? You better keep your mouth shut and your wallet open. Heartbreaking. Number 6. What are some positive phrases I can use to remind myself? God don't put nothing on you that you can't handle. This too shall pass. Keep hope alive. There's so many slogans out there. There's so many positive things that you can hold on to. Do it. You can say it's corny all you want. Some of this corny stuff could help save your life or somebody you care about life. Number 7, what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for everybody who gets something out of this. This inspires me because I've seen too many people fail, and that dampened my spirit. So I'm grateful to see people get something out of this, make something out of theyself, and live a life better than the one they was given permission to live. Number 8, what do I need to do to be more forgiving of others and myself? What do I need to do to be more forgiving of others and myself? Stop beating yourself up. Change. Get better. The best apology is change behavior. It's not just this. Because everybody know what to say. If you got a smartphone, and you still don't know what to say, you a damn fool. And that's proof of what Kanye West said of slavery being a damn choice. Some people celebrate being dumb and ignorant. Number 9, how can I be more mindful and immersed in today? How can I be more present in the here and now? By being accounted for, by letting your voice be heard, by showing up, being present, being accounted for. And the last question is, how can I improve relationships with my family and friends? For those who do not know, your family and friends in the realm of recovery, in the realm of therapy, are considered your support system and your support network. And any therapy that you're trying to do, I don't care how good they are, they black owned, and that you playing with sand and shit, and you doing all of this, Sigmund Freud could be working on your treatment plan. It's going to be more impactful the better your relationships are and your bonds with your friends and family, with your parents, with your siblings, with your children, with your brother and sister. Because, see, these are all the things that addiction is trying to replace. That's why when that man was singing on behalf of addiction and drugs, he said, I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm that Negro in the alley. He going off, he trying to replace what he know people had of problems. Friends and family matter, and not having relationships with them and holding on to grudges for eons and all that matter. Let it go. Life is too hard. You got to let it go because the part of you that's hurt by it has to be acknowledged and healed. And you going to therapy and somebody telling you to write positive things on sticky notes and putting them up on your mirror, like Zachary said, that's liability. And he needed full coverage. And I agree with him on that. And guess what? They're going to tell you all type of foolishness. You know why? Because they get paid the same way, whether you make it or not. They only more invested when it's personal. When it's a personal bond. When it's a personal connection. And this is the longest group I've done. You're right. So I'm going to hold my hands together like Noel. And I'm going to say, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. The courage to change the things that I can. And the wisdom to know the difference. Keep coming back. More will be revealed for you, by you, because of you. You know it. Y'all know it by now. We pray for the addict who picked up for the first time today, not realizing what type of Pandora's box they just opened up. We pray for the addict who put that down for the last time today. And everyone in between. God bless you. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Road to Recovery with your host, Recovery Lord.